Hello, my beautiful friends. You just got to ride that wave. What the heck do you mean, Whitney? Whether it's grief or your emotions or healing, they all come and go in waves, right? You're going to have really good days and you're going to have really bad days. And I wanted to touch on this today because yesterday was such a hard day for me. It really, really was. And those can just happen, right? And my whole thing on here about you knowing that you're not alone is me being fully transparent. And yesterday, I just kept having these memories while driving of people saying really crappy things to me as a child, like through my childhood, as a child, even when they were in my life as an adult. And all the different comments that they would say kept popping up in my head. And I was really sad and emotional and hurt, and I kept crying. And then I took a step back and I said, thank you, brain, right? Thank you for reminding me exactly why these individuals are no longer a part of my life. And it's really important when you're healing to take a step back like that and not consistently let it eat at you, right? It can be so easy to sit there and continue to think about all of it and ruminate about it and get really, really angry. And instead, I rode the wave, right? I was just crying and I was really emotional. And then I thanked myself for reminding me exactly why they're no longer in my life. And I feel like that's really, really important. And it's something that I recently started doing, and I think it really helps. And then going through all of that, I started thinking about how I was raised by an alcoholic. And I mean, like, a very, very intense alcoholic, okay? And I had all these different adults around me my entire childhood, and they knew that she was like that. And I just started to cry and get really mad and I don't know, just all the emotions yesterday, because as a mom myself, I just can't fathom the fact of being an adult on the outside looking in and knowing a situation that this child is in where there's heavy drinking every single day and you know how bad it is and you don't say anything, that you leave that child in that situation, especially when it's other people in your family. Like, how do you let that continue to go on? How do you not remove that child from the situation or make sure that that parent is no longer doing that if that child is going to be with them? So anyway, I was really sad and mad, and I started to get really upset about nobody saying anything as I was a kid. Because now as an adult, it just looks so much different, right? As a kid, you know something's not right. But when you grow up and you're an adult and then you know that it's not right, and then you have to sit with the fact of knowing how many adults were around that did nothing, that freaking hurts. So another reason why I was just crying yesterday, and it was just really hard. And then this morning I woke up and today is a new day and it's beautiful and I was so happy and I just feel like a new woman. And I think that's just all part of the process, right? You have to truly feel all of those emotions and really ride those waves. And I think that's how I've been healing so well, is just like releasing all of that emotion. And some days are really, really hard, but when you release it, it gets so much better. And I've noticed how hard it is too to heal without numbing, right? Like, that's what I used to know was numbing, right? Whether it was drinking, or, you take your drug of substance, but numbing was something that was always around me, right? It was something that was always taught to me. So that was really how I only knew how to deal with things back in the day. And now, I'm choosing to do all of this healing and growing, completely sober, and it can be really challenging to do it without any numbing. And I know that's why it's really hard for a lot of people. So I just wanted to share that today because it can be so hard. And some days are discouraging. And some days you're just like, I don't want to freaking do this anymore. Like, I don't want to even think about all of this crap that I went through, because it's so hard. But I cried a lot, and I journaled, and I wrote one of my best friends, and I kind of just like talked to her about how I was feeling. And I know I've heard this quote before, but this was so cute, and I loved it yesterday. She was like, Whitney, tacos fall apart all the time and we still love them. And I laughed, and I was just so happy because one, I freaking love tacos, and two, it was just, it's so true. Just because I was a mess doesn't mean that I'm any more, or I'm not lovable, right? And just because I was a mess doesn't mean that I'm failing. I'm still healing. I'm still worthy of love. I'm human, right? And so I can't be so down on myself. Like, I'm going to have those hard days, and it's so true. You just have to ride the wave. And then today was just like a breath of fresh air. So one, I wanted to jump on to be completely transparent, because I always promised to that throughout my whole journey. But two, if you're having a really hard day, just ride the wave. I mean, I encourage you to ride the wave, because we all go through the hard days and you're not alone. And I just wanted to share my experience, and maybe you can get a different outlook if you're having a really hard day today, to just know that you're going to get through it. And I've been working in my yard so much, and grounding has been so beneficial to me. I went and bought more flowers today, so I called it flower therapy. But through all of the healing, take breaks. Do stuff that's like creative and that you're passionate about, that can ease your mind in a different way, right? Because it's very challenging. So anyway, I just wanted to share that today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I hope this touched you somehow. And I'm going to leave you with this. You are so strong. You can do hard things. You are worthy of love. Keep going, keep growing, and I'm sending you so much love and light.